Hi everyone, welcome back to Money and Chi. Um, wait lang. How are you guys? I hope you're all doing great. So thank you again for coming back, no, and joining every day. So you can say hi, and so I can shout you out if ever. Yan. Hello, Edward Arevalo. Sorry, Edward Arevalo. Good morning. Um, So today we have a trading day again. Okay, yesterday there's no trading day, but today we have. So, are you excited for the market opening? So we will be looking at some of the stocks that we have right now, and we'll look at the pre-market, so we will know what to do with them. No, so I have a lot of holdings right now, and what we can do is check one by one the pre-market for that, so that if you are interested, maybe you can buy or you can, sell some of the holdings that you already have. Ayan. Hello, Roslyn. From Singapore. Nasa Singapore ka pala, Roslyn. So that's nice, no? There's a lot of forex traders in Singapore, I think, and a lot of good traders there as well. Yeah, so excited to trade global again. Good pre-market for Palantir, Neo, and Tesla. Okay, let's check that out now. Pero before we go there, let's check out the news. No, what are the news that might move the market today? What are the things that we should look at, diba? So yesterday we talked about 5G, no? So if you want to enter, we can also look at those stocks today, if ever some of them are moving, no? So AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, because the bidding is almost coming as well. So you might want to get into the telecommunications sector as well, but we'll check that later on, lalo na yung pre-market, no? What are the things that are moving? Of course, the first one is the first one that we have to really discuss is, of course, what's happening in the US, right? And this might give you some light on how you trade these days. And I always tell you that you have to be cautious, right? Because yes, there's been a great bull trend in the recent days, but we have to always be prepared for any crisis that may happen in the future. Okay, so the first one is Biden rejects Trump's push to lift COVID-19 travel restrictions. Okay, so Trump wants to lift the travel restriction from Brazil, Europe, and I forgot the other country. But as we all know, tomorrow is the inauguration of Biden. Okay, so he will be inaugurated and he will be officially the president from tomorrow onwards. And we mentioned this before that Biden has a tendency to actually do restrictions and lockdowns as we are experiencing in Philippines, in Germany, in any other parts of the world where there's lockdown. Remember, Trump didn't push for lockdown. He thinks that there's not a need for that, and that sort of helped the economy in a sense because there's no closure, and therefore the business continue to operate, and that's why some of them didn't experience as hard as we experience in other countries like Philippines, kasi diba we are locked down for like almost 6 months. And if you have a business and you are paying rent for 6 months for non-operations or anything, that sucks, right? But in USA, remember right now, diba, there's a little recovery, and you have to check the Dow Jones as well, because those companies that are always used, let's say, um, how do you call that? Yung mga companies that are daily use, diba? Warren Buffett companies, they are in Dow Jones. The typical, the um, legacy type of companies, right? Then again, you have to consider that there will be a pullback if ever lockdowns will be pushed from Biden's point, no? Because before, like in New York, there are some states that pushed for it, like New York and all that. Those who have high or parang mataas yung very high COVID cases. But now, he might do that everywhere. So those are the things that you need to consider if you are positioned, if you have stocks in the Dow Jones area, yung mga legacy companies, you have to think twice and be prepared for any news that would trigger that, diba? Once he says that there will be additional lockdowns or additional restrictions, those stocks will be hit, like McDonald's, or maybe not McDonald's because they still have deliveries and all, diba? But like Bed Bath and Beyond and all those stocks, because I see there's a lot of um, uh, buying in terms of that. But of course, there's like Walmart's, maybe that might be a good one, no? Kasi that it's still grocery. They will still be useful. So that's one. So you might want to reconsider your positions as of the moment, until there's clear news about new restrictions or how Biden will plan to how do you call this, correct or work on COVID problem. Okay? So next one, Germany discovers new COVID mutation among 35 hospital patients. So this is always new, no? Mutation. But the thing is, I think it will always mutate in a sense. As long as it's covered by the vaccine, then that will be good enough news for us, right? Diba? Honestly, I'm not sure if this will ever end. I'm losing optimism as well in that case because it's just too difficult to eliminate this type of spread of COVID. I think it's just too difficult. Okay. Next, the debt question facing Janet Yellen. How much is too much? Janet Yellen is the person that Biden elected to be the US Treasury. And why this person is very important. Today, actually, is her hearing to be placed in that position. So I think she will have a speech so that the Congress, or I don't know, they will vote if she deserves a position or something like that. So it's her placing of position day. So this is very critical. Why it's very important? Because she will be responsible for making utang, right? So Biden has a lot of wants to do, like not just Biden, the Democrats, right? They wanted to push for a lot of aid, a lot of things that they want to purchase or they want to spend on, right? Because they are on spending and it's like trillions of dollars spending plan, diba? For the first 100 days of Biden. And she's gonna be the one who will raise funds through treasury bills, treasury notes, and all that. She will be the one telling what rate should it be. Like, is it gonna be 1%? It's gonna be higher than 1%. There's a lot of rumors, of course, that they will not go for higher than 1% because USA just cannot afford it anymore. They're kind of like really poor right now. And I will show you um that article so that you can understand as well, no, that is Yellen. She's the one who will probably be, okay, it's not yet finalized, but they're hoping that she gets it right. So she's actually a labor economist. So why is it important for a labor economist right now? Because there's a lot of job unemployment, right? There's a lot of people who lost their job, and there's a lot of need in terms of raising or increasing jobs for people to work and have more um investment, or sorry, generate cash, right? So anyways, here you can see in the past 4 years, US government debt held by the public has increased $7 trillion. So now it's $21.6 trillion debt of USA. President-elect Joe Biden has committed to a spending program that could add trillions more in the year ahead at 100.1% of gross domestic product. The debt already exceeds the annual output of the economy, putting the US income in company with economies including Greece, Italy, and Japan. Okay? That's not a good news, no? So when you say about like what's this? The annual output of the economy. So it means that your debt is more than your capacity to generate income, 'di ba? That's not good. So just remember this one. That's why you have to be more cautious, no? But then again, we're hoping that she can correct it or save the US from this. So, yeah, that's basically what's happening in the US right now. Kind of tricky, no? Ayan, before we go back, let's read some of the ano no. Hello, Jonah JM. Hobby nang tumambay dito kapag 7 p.m. Then kay Sir J pag 9 a.m. Sobrang helpful and insightful ng tandem nyo. Thank you. Hello, Calvo Domingo and Arnold Liquigan. Liquigan. Yeah. Good evening to you guys. Guten Tag, Ken Uy. NJ Trade. Welcome back. Ayan, ang yaman mo talaga, no? Ang hilig mo mag-super chat. Thank you so much. Oo, totoo na to. Open na yung market, no? So, kahapon, naguluhan lang ako. Hello, Jayla Osinas. Ayan. So, let's go back to the press mat. Okay. So, the next one is Tesla starts delivering China-made Model Y crossovers, no? So, this is a good news for Tesla, and probably this is the reason why the pre-market went up, no? Kasi, one of the issues usually with Tesla is that they're not delivering. They keep on creating new innovations, but there's no production and no delivery. But this one, they start delivering, no? Um, Model Y crossovers. Yes, finally they are supplying. So this is a good news, no? And so if you're holding Tesla, so it might be a reason for you to keep on holding it for now. The next one, oil giant Total buys stake in world biggest solar developer Adani Green Energy Ltd. So, as you can see, this news is telling you about this oil companies moving towards renewables as well. So, they now understand that there's a huge trend going there now. And if they don't really work towards that, they will be left behind, right? So, they will be, anong tawag doon? Magiging ano sila, dog, di ba? Sa Boston Consulting Group Matrix. BCG Matrix. Okay. Ayaw natin maging dog sila. So, Total is a good thing. They bought, I think, 20% of Adani Green Energy Ltd. Adani, by the way, they were saying it's the biggest solar. No, actually, the reason for that is because it's an Indian company. And we know naman that India is a huge population country. And aside from this, they are also international. I remember reviewing this company. They are also in mining actually, and they have projects in Australia, huge projects in Australia, and that's why they also have a like sort of bad reputation in Australia in a sense because of these projects. So let's see, no, if they're really on this. But I think it's a good company. It's something that you know can actually compete internationally. So that's good one. So if you are into buying Total, like if you want to buy, let's check later, no, what happened to Total stocks. I'm not sure if Adani is in NYSE, but I don't know if it's also in eToro. So let's see about that later. And then the last one I just want to share is that Thailand's COVID shots will recover. I will cover, sorry, 50% of population in 2020 with talks for more. Wow! Talagang advanced si Thailand, no? Napag-iiwanan na talaga tayo. I'm not sure, pero you can update me. Pero the last time I talked to my dad, he told me that ang rollout daw sa Pilipinas is ang target is makomplete or by 5 years. Tapos ang mahal-mahal daw nung Sinovac and all that. I feel bad for you guys. So, especially for those who's in the Philippines. Parang sad, no? Anyways, so the target for this week actually is to share with you how I use my charting platforms because I receive a lot of questions for that as well. I wanted to share how I use TradingView, eToro, and Webull. Pero I think Webull was explained already by Jess last time. I'm still navigating kasi he already did it, 'di ba? Yung style. Pero I'm still navigating kung paano ginagawa 'yan kasi ang ganda nung setup niya. So I want to set it up that way and then I'll teach you how to set it up that way as well. So, but I guess the most important thing that we have to do right now is to check the pre-market. So you guys have to do this every start of the week. So if you are trading, you want to see where the pre-market is moving because that might affect the existing or the real market. No, so especially if you're not awake during that time, you want to see the sentiment prior to the opening, right? So let's move on to the but guys, when I show you this pre-market, just remember that it moves rin. Hindi siya ano lang, wait, pakita ko na lang para ma-sure. Gulo no? Mhm. Wait. I just want to see my portfolio. Ano ba mga stocks na kailangan i-check? Unahin natin yung mga malalaking position ko. So if you wanted to make habol to the positions that I have. But by the way, guys, if you want to open an eToro account, please use my link, ha? Tapos, once you use my link, you can open the virtual account and start following me or copying me. My username is chichow, so that you can see what stocks to actually work on, right? So first one, let's check Palantir because this is my highest holding as of the moment. I'm trying to trim this down as well, but I'm waiting for the right time kasi I think I need to still lower my risk. Right now I have 6 level risk and I want that to lower pa to 5 so that we have some, ang tawag dito, room for error in case na I go too high risk in one stock or something. So it's better this way. So I just wanted to lower it a bit. So first, let's go to, of course, you can go to Market Watch. And then in Market Watch, you can click here or just type the stocks here in the search button, no? And then it will eventually or show you immediately the pre-market. So as you can see, this is around 6 a.m. no in USA, and pre-market is until 9:30 because 9:30 is the open of the market, 9:30 a.m. in New York time. So this one is already 2.85% up. Palantir, we're talking about Palantir. You can see it. Yes. It's already up by 2.85%. But it can still move down, no? Here. And it usually moves pa naman. Ayan. Bakit nakalitaw yung ano niya? Ayan. So as you can see, 'di ba here, it's right here. And it started here in around 26.17 and then it slowly went up and then it can still go down. So just so you know guys, even if you look at pre-market now, it will still change later on. So wag nyong i-sure na okay, ito na to habang tinitingnan ko ngayon. It still moves ha. It's like a pre-trading something. It's available on some of the platforms like IBKR. I think you can use Think or Swim. I think you can use. But for us, because we are not capable, we can only trade using eToro as of the moment. So we cannot trade during pre-market. Okay. So the next one we'll look at is NNDM. So NNDM, I really like NNDM, and I think I mentioned this many times before. And their company is about 3D printing, no? But they are planning to, wow, yay, 7% off. Syempre, na-excite na naman ako, no? 7.13% up. So, I'm really hoping that this could reach 15. I'm gonna sell it at 15 NNDM. And if you're following ARK Invest as well, I think they're gonna add this to the space, to the ARK X. So ARK X is about innovation on space, diba? Space travel and all that. And I think it's very important that you have 3D printer in any space exploration, diba? Like, how cool will that be? Like, if you need something and then you just print it and then you have it, diba? Inside the spaceship. Wow. Yeah, but that's just an idea. It's just funny. But yeah, the nano they mentioned there's a lot of use for this aside from that, and I think they are actually now towards using that in the medical sector, like hearing aid, and many other things that you can use it for. So NNDM is a good investment for me, I would say. But I'm still hoping. So at first, kasi I got in here very early in my IBKR around 6, no. So this is already doubling my investment for this. And in what's this? In eToro, I got in around 8, I think. So I'm kind of early here. So I'm not sure if it's gonna be good for you. So I don't even need to sell it. I just need to wait for the target price because it went up good enough for me already to hold it. Yeah, but if you wanted to, you can still catch up, I think, on on a pullback. So 2 days ago was a pullback. It went down 10%. Actually, that should be the time when you bought it. But right now it's up already 7%. So I don't recommend buying as of the moment unless it has a little bit of pullback again. Okay, so that's one. Let's check Neo. So sabi ni may di ba? Ang tawag, sino nagsabi nun? Sino nagsabi yung Neo is good ang pre-market? Si Edward. Ayan. Tingnan natin. Go Neo. Bumili ako nito nung pullback nung Friday. Nag-pullback siya, no? So, as you remember, before nung Neo Day, di ba, medyo tumaas siya, nag-58 siya. Ito yung level na yung 58. Tapos, after Neo Day, lumagpa siya ng 60 level, no? Nag-60 plus siya. And I thought it will reach 70 because I want to sell it at 70. Tapos, na-stop yung increase niya kasi nag-release sila ng news na ang tawag dito, mag-release sila ng convertible notes or convertible bonds. Notes yata yung convertible notes. And it's the same thing, no? So, parang kakalabas mo lang ng magandang news, tapos naglabas ka na naman ng news na magpapabagsak ng stock price mo. Pero let's see later yung chart na lang ni Neo kung this is just gonna be, a healthy pullback or magko-continue na siya pababa. So, we know whether we sell or not. But good thing, because today, it increased by 4.27% pre-market, right? So, this is a good news, at least. The next one we will look at is Microsoft. Microsoft, I just keep this kasi, how do you call this? Mabagal siya so it doesn't really affect my portfolio. And I need some cushion in my portfolio. I need a strong stock to, for that, alam niyo, hindi siya affected masyado in terms of volatility. And Microsoft is less volatile than other stocks that I'm holding. So I need this, even though it's not earning a lot. It gives me cushion in terms of capital security. So I still hold it. I always say that Microsoft is good when it's like around 200 level, like 200, 210. And if we look at the chart of Microsoft, actually, I think this is a good time to buy. If you want something like this, Microsoft annual return is around 30%, no? So if you just hold it for 1 year, I think it will give you 10%. Ayan, hindi na naman gumagana yung ko. Yung chart ko. Wait lang, guys. Microsoft. Okay, yeah. So, if you want to get into Microsoft, ayan, you can see it's just laying in its support level, which is around 100 EMA. So, and it's very, mahilig siya to match sa 100 EMA niya. And right now, it's currently, bagal naman siya. Ano ba yan? Ayan, so currently, it's around 100 EMA. So, if you want to get in, you can buy a little bit here, pero it can touch again its 200 level, no? Every time it touches 200, just buy because 200 is a good number for it. And it's 200 EMA, no? So, if it touches 200 EMA, that's good. Just buy at 200. So, for now, if you want to enter, kasi I'm not sure if it's gonna go up even afterwards, magko-continue na yung uptrend niya. As you can see, it's still consolidating here and then moving sideways here. And then eventually, we hope that it, cross over na. I-break na niya yung etong current sideways na, mag-continue na yung uptrend niya. So for now, you can buy a little bit, test buy, and then if it goes down even further to 200, then that's when you go full in Microsoft. And that's just how you play it. And then just wait until it recovers. No, this is still a good buy. 200 is good for me. So that's how you play Microsoft. What else? We can move to Nvidia. So remember Nvidia recently, Nvidia, sorry, recently had a news about partnering with Neo, no, in terms of the AI of that. So, pero Nvidia is one of those stocks na medyo mabagal din yung move niya, no. So right now we have 1.87 up pre-market. So right now I can see how my portfolio will move for today, no? Especially for those who started copying me. So we have 17 copiers now. So at some point now, we will have some positive today. And then let's check DBX. DBX is a good long-term hold for me. It has a good fundamentals, really good fundamental. And this is also one of those stocks na I'm just holding for cushion then. So right now it's 22 or 0.54% up, which is good. And there are some rumors as well that Dropbox is to be acquired by some company. We don't know if that's true, right? But that's just some rumors, and we'd like to buy on rumors and sell on news, right? So it's just good to have it. By the way, it has good fundamentals, nothing to lose, so it's just gonna sit there for a long time. That's fine with us. And either ways, once the real value comes out, then we reap the benefits. And that's what's good about ano rin, diba? Timing your portfolio. You don't want to have like immediate gain, or you want to plant seeds and then get the fruits of it later on, diba? So, what's the other one? Beyond Meat. So finally it recovered a little bit, no, but we don't know how Beyond. By the way, guys, I was shocked. Nasa na pala si Tattooed Chef. So, one of the companies that I want to get into as well is Tattooed Chef eh. So, we can discuss that tomorrow. But right now, I don't think I have BP to buy that. I need to sell something to get into Tattooed Chef. And I have to wait for the right buy timing. So, I have a lot of stocks that I want to buy, pero it's still expensive for me. So, I'm just waiting and I'm parking my investments on this other stocks that I have right now. So, as you can see, Beyond Meat has 0.84 up already. Pero it seems like it's going down from the chart. SQ is a good company because it's like a payment system. And if you just actually watch the video of, like, just learn about SQ, you'll like it as well. So this is one of the stocks that I really, really like. And I have very good outlook on this. I really like it. So right now it's up by 2.03%. So that's good. What else? TTD. TTD is also good. No, it's kind of competing with, I think, Google ads. So they have a good potential as well. I got in around below 800, so I'm still at a loss. So yeah, umakyat naman siya ng konti. Pero at least it's recovering na. 788. When it went down, kasi before when I was looking at this, it was around 1,000 per share level. And then when it went down below 900, I was so happy to get in. So I got in a little bit. And then I have to average down because it went below 800. No? So sometimes overexcitement is not good. But this is a good company as well. No? And then, oh, TRXC. Let's check TRXC. TRXC, I don't plan to hold this. I think this is robotic. How do you call this? Operation. Diba, if you have like operations, robot will operate you na. how, how scary is that? So there's no human na to operate you. So that's their technology, no? So if you're in that technology, awesome. So right now it has increased 13% pre-market. Ang saya. So my target price for this is around 3. So it's close to that. Around 3 or 350 siguro. That will be a good selling point for me. Because I think a lot of people here are expecting it to go around 5, no? So I think at around 3 it will be tested. So I will sell a little bit. As pag nag-pull back, I'll enter. But even if it doesn't go, parang hindi siya mag-pull back and mag-continue siya sa 5, I wouldn't be sad anymore because I have already good gains with it. So stamp, I trimmed this down pero hopefully um I think wala siyang pre-market so it's okay. We don't really need to get into that. Okay. Wala siyang pre-market. And Zoom. So Zoom currently is moving, no, which is good kasi ang tagal kong inintay to. I really waited that long for Zoom to recover. And sino dito yung mga may hawak ng Zoom? Bukod kay Jess. So it went up 1.41 and we're hoping that during market, it still continues to go up. Because sometimes in pre-market, hindi maganda tapos during market, biglang tataas, no? So there's two different markets, no, with that. It doesn't guarantee naman. But some can say na it has a huge impact as well in terms of what's gonna happen for the day. And I think so far that's it kasi ang dami, no? If you have some stock requests, you can put it here now so we can look at it. And for the rest of my portfolio, I'll do it personally. You can also check it out later. But I think it's enough na I covered a lot already. And baka nabobore na kayo with that, no? So let's read a little bit. No, if you have request, nyo naman, i-chat nyo so we can check. And if you want me to continue, tell me rin as well para hindi kayo ma-bored naman. Ibaba ni Biden yung fracking sa US. May latest chismis pa. Haha. From Jayla. I didn't hear that as well, yung banning of fracking. But I would assume that they cannot do that. First of all, it brings a lot of money in tax. And as we mentioned earlier, they are in need of output. They are in need of income, right? So if he bans that and the renewable energy sector is on transition mode, we are not yet ready to be fully RE. Even in my past job where we do the policies, right? We plan for the future of the green investments. We know for a fact that, I mean, me as a experienced RE investment analyst, acquisition or developer, I develop renewable energy projects myself. I know how difficult it is. There's a lot of research and study. So the most difficult and most thing or the future or the success of this relies on the pre-development. And so far, nobody invests on pre-development and nobody even thinks about it. So I don't think there's actually a way to go fully RE unless they know this issue, this fact that, you need to put a lot of investment on pre-development, greenfield development of renewable energy. And nobody's doing that. Sorry to say that. So I don't think it's doable in 5 years. That's gonna be 100 RE. Sorry, I know the reality. I don't think that's gonna happen. So and US needs this income from fracking, and it's the only um thing that they would be definitely, how do you call this? They're not as well as as advanced in terms of the technology. The hydro companies are in Europe. The wind companies are in Europe as well. I don't know any wind company or innovation companies located in USA. I cannot think of. Every bidding that we have for wind comes from Gamesa, which is a Spanish company. Vestas, I think, is Netherlands or Denmark. I have confusion. Netherlands or Denmark, I'm not sure. Um, yeah, and Germany as well. I think Voigt for hydro and other things. So even China is far ahead from them. So fracking is something that they can compete with. I think, if you remember, like Saudi Arabia, the reason why there's a huge drop of oil prices for the last 2 years is because they're trying to kill these fracking companies in USA by lowering the cost, or lowering the price of oil, so they cannot really generate income, right? So that's just my idea. I'm not saying that he cannot, but just saying, they are in need of cash right now and income, and killing those industries will actually be detrimental for them to be able to pay back their debts in the future. So for me, it's just a rumor for now. Yun lang. I cannot say more than that. Yun lang. What else? Um, ha, JJ, okay lang kami dito, Chi. Vicks, Vicks na lang. Tama, no? Vicks can cure everything. So, don't worry about it. Curious lang ako, Chi. Did you get vaccinated na dyan? Jennifer, hindi pa. Kasi I think they are still working on, inuuna nila yung mga health workers and old people, no? So, after that, I think that's the time they will roll it out. Pero they were saying that it will be finished probably by summertime, which is around August, no? August yung summer. Oh, September nagsa-start yung spring eh. So, by August, hopefully, no? And honestly, mas gusto ko mauna sila. 'Di ba? Mas maganda mauna sila, nakakatakot lang. Anyways, dito sa Iloilo yung mayor, AstraZeneca yung bibilhin. Which is better ba? It's better, no? That's UK, yung AstraZeneca. So, good. Thank you, no? Congratulations sa Iloilo. You have a good mayor there. Pero 'di ba sa social media, they're one of those who are really doing good in the COVID times, no? Si Vico, si Iloilo, si Marikina, si Yorme sa Manila. Ayan. Miss Chi, paano mo na-handle ang trading psychology kapag madami nagliliparang stocks tapos yung sayo usad pagong? It's just a matter of patience, diba? We mentioned last time patience, diba? If it's not moving up right now, kagaya niyan, diba? Even in Cape, mga sikat, 'di ba? After nun malalaos din sila. Then where will you go next, 'di ba? Hanap ka ng bagong lilipatan ng gains. So, it's not always, there's always a rotation in the market. There's always um a chance, or ang tawag dito, there's always an opportunity for stocks to go up. So malay mo na nasa ka, first-hand mover ka, di ba? Doon ka sa before umakyat, di ba? And that's what we need to find, di ba? What are those stocks that hindi pa lumilipad? Kasi that's where you get the most gain, di ba? So, you just have to check again your stocks. Why did you buy that? And then you have to be honest with yourself if those stocks will actually move within the coming days or not. Because otherwise, you have to relocate yung yung stock position mo for, let's say, there's one stock na you think na, okay, mukhang imposible, lilipat mo. Pero like, remember, I have also stocks that I thought na, okay, hindi pa to lilipad, di pa siya angat. So, nilipat ko siya sa iba. Tapos lumipad siya. So, and then, yun yung mga bagay na dapat mong mas i-handle. Those types na regrets, no? Don't ever regret yung potential gain na hindi mo na-achieve. Mas mahirap yun kaysa sa yung hindi pa lumilipad yung stocks mo. Because all you have to do is wait. If you really believe on those stocks, you just have to wait, diba? Wait until those stocks are mapansin ng ibang traders, or you can make ingay, like those trolls that they do, diba? You can tweet about it, you can share about the chart about it, so that people can see, oh yeah, this is a good stock, and now they start buying it, diba? So that's why Twitter is also a good platform for you to look for potential, because you get some ideas there, and you can also share your ideas, no? So that's important for those ideas to be seen by other people. So don't be scared to share that. And yun lang, kung if ever you decided to move your possessions and other stocks, so that's not a problem. Wag ka lang malungkot if ever lumipad siya. Ni-reposition mo, tapos biglang umangat. Ano ba yung mga stocks na yun na nainis ako talaga sa sarili ko? Ano ba yun? Tree! So, like for example, tree. I'll share with you one stock that happened to me. Kasi I was really positive on this, no, si Tree. Kasi I really think that it's gonna go up. So I just got in that time. Tapos there's a good stock that has good potential. Pero I don't really feel bad about it. Kasi nilipat ko siya sa BNGO, which has better potential. So, nag-gain ko naman yung potential loss ko. Although, there are some stocks na hindi nag-move. So, sana yun na lang yung tinanggal ko, no? So, like, for example, if you look at this, I bought it here, no? So, sobrang, nandun siya sa baba. Tapos, nandito na siya. So, if you just look kung magkano yung naging potential gain ko, if have I kept it, that's around 20%, no? 20% sana, nawala. Just because I was impatient and moved it to another stock. But, good thing is that, good naman yung stock na napili ko to change it with. So, another stock that I had that went really up after I sold it is Trip. So, Trip, I was like, sobrang saya ko kasi nakapasok ko ng super low price, I think. No. Parang ano siya, nag-loss ako dito eh. So, I think I bought it around here, dyan. Tapos, dito. Yan. Tapos, bumaba siya. So, loss ako for some time. So, my idea is just to get out of it. Pero, the chart is really good for me. I was really expecting it to go around 40, no? So, nandito ako. Nung pumasok ako sa kanya sa 28 siya, I think. Tapos, nag-loss ako ng around 13%. So, nag-25. I was thinking of adding. So, I think I added a little bit para mas maaga yung exit ko. Tapos, lumabas ako. Nung nag-recover siya, lumabas ako. Tapos, ayan, lumipad siya. Nasa 35 na siya ngayon. So, if you just check, 25% gain yung nawala ko just because I was impatient. Lumipat ako. Okay? So, just be careful about impatience kasi that might cost you some gains in the future. So, just believe in yourself. I know this for sure. I bought it. And I know, diba, nag-cross na siya eh. So, I know it's a bullish trend, but I didn't stick to it. So, yeah. Those are the things that you have to remember. And don't feel bad about it. There's always an opportunity, psychology-wise. Move on. Move on. Always move on. Nangyari na yan. Next time. Put it in your, journal so that you remember na, okay, wag ka masyadong impatient, diba? So, that's another thing that you have to remember. What else? There's some stocks naman that, like for example, CSE, Like for example, meron din kasi ako like for example, sorry, puro for example. Meron akong mga target prices. Usually when I enter, I look for charts that will give me around 20% gain, no? And then I exit. And then there are some stocks na sometimes hinihintay ko na umangat pa siya. Tapos, hindi umaangat. So, nalulose ko yung, instead of 20%, naging 18%. But I'm not so sad about it. Move on lang, 'di ba? Next time, learn your lesson. Just stick to your plan. 20%, lumabas ka na ng 20%. If it goes higher than that, wag ka na malungkot. Kasi like for me, ang reason ko na try ako na don't do that, like kay Mia. Kasi I had a lot of stocks like Tesla. Sinell ko siya dun sa target price ko na, okay, exit ako exactly at this point. Pagka-exit ko, lumipad pa siya. Si SunPower, lumipad din siya. So, Tesla, SunPower, lumipad siya after ko mag-exit. So, instead of 20%, masaya na dapat ako sa 20% Pero nahinginayang pa ako dun sa 10% na nawala ko. Kasi have I hold on to it and just wait for the move, then 30% sana yung gain ko. So, I use that on other stock. Like, for example, Jamie. Sabi ko, okay na ako dito sa 47, ganyan. Tapos, bumaba siya ulit. Kasi if it doesn't break this last resistance, you have to actually sell it, 'di ba? So that's my two game plan. So hindi ko pa siya sinel. So yon, instead na 22% sana yung gain ko, naging 20% na lang. So I lost 2%. And SE, I did what I have to do. I sold it immediately. Twilo as well. I waited a little bit, so I lost around no. I want to sell it at 18% si Twilo na gain. Pero it went as high as 20%. Hindi ko pa binenta kasi sabi ko baka lumipad pa, baka umakyat pa. Tapos yan, bumalik siya sa 18%. Kinlose ko na siya. So, mga ganung bagay, don't be sad about it. Just continue, move on. Remember your mistakes and just be happy with what you gained, no? Yon. Same app gamit ko sa phone for latest news chismis. Yeah, dapat news chismis, ganyan. AAPL, ano po gamit nyo broker for SPAC? For SPAC, I use IBKR. And medyo lost pa ako ngayon kasi nag-pull back yung market. Bad trip talaga. Pero I'm waiting for some SPACs too. May lipad-lipad like PSTH. Wala pang company C na napipili si Bill Ackman. So, there's still some room for you to get into it before siya lumabas. So, yan! Okay, maganda yung chart ni Apple for entry, no? Because it's around close to its 50 MA. And it's at its close din sa last niya na support level. So, if we look at kasi gusto ko tong mga support and resistance level niya. If you get in, you have a potential of 9.39%. So if you're happy with that, short-term 9%, go get it when it hits around 125. So I think 125 is a good price to get in. Let's check the pre-market of Apple. So Apple is also trying to get into EV, no? So that's a good news because they're trying to evolve their business, which is good. We want companies like that. So, pre-market, it went up 1.31%. No? So, look for a little pullback. I think, if you look at the 5-minute chart, okay. It can go down a little bit further. So, siguro, set order at 126 or 125, ganyan. Tapos, let it na lang. Let it shine. Let it shine. I think Apple will always be a good hold. Pero remember guys, when we talk about potential market pullback, major pullback. So Apple is one of those stocks that is in the DJI and DJI. Asa ba siya? Nasdaq siya, no? Or DJI ba siya? But anyways, Apple is one of those stocks. So if you're talking about major pullback, we're talking about Apple, Google, and those big companies. Amazon as well. And Tesla. So, I would not enter as of the moment. And I think masyado pa siyang I mean, 9% for me is not enough. Siguro if it touches 100 EMA, doon ako bibili, no? Dito, pag pumasok siya sa 100 EMA. At, siguro papatak yan dito. 120. Bibili ako at 120. So, taya nyo sa bato. Taga nyo sa bato. Pag pumasok si Apple ng 120, bibili ako. Pero for now, ano pa, hindi muna. With a lot of things happening. I'll wait for a more intense pullback. What else? SP. What is SP? Sorry. Anong SP? S&P? Or SP Plus Corp? Tama ba tayo ng tinitingnan? Okay. Good naman ang income niya. Profit margin of 2.9%. Professional parking, ground transportation facility, maintenance, security. Okay. So, it's a parking. Parking, no? Tama ba? Okay. And logistics. Looking at the chart, mukha naman siyang nice. In a sense, it's upward rin, no? Of course, there's a golden crossing here. So, there might be, this might be a good chance to get in, no? Maganda yung chart niya. Kailan to? March, okay. So, hindi pa siya naka-recover pre-COVID niya. So, that's a good thing. Ibig sabihin, you still have chance for growth. And this might happen once mawala na yung mga lockdown, no? So, we don't know. Yan. Oh, wow, nice. You have 40% upside. No, 30% upside if ever it... No, wait. 25% upside if ever it goes up again. And it's forming its rin, no? Yung... Anong tawag dito? Yung circular motion niya going up. So, this is a good one. Pwede siya maging exponential. But let's see, no? Kasi with Biden coming in, we already discussed a while ago, di ba, na baka mag-lockdown siya. So, in that case, we'll have a problem. Okay. Pag I am legend yung mga nauna. Pag nag-I am legend yung mga nauna, bili ka na aso. Ano yun? Anong aso? Legend. Okay. Space, okay ba financial nito? Space, it's very, pa rin siya teka, tingnan natin. Alam ko hindi masyado kasi bago pa lang siya And yung target kasi nito na mga market is mga billionaires, yung mga kayang mag-afford na bumili ng ticket papuntang space. Like si Justin Bieber, no? Bumili na siya ng ticket niya. But I think in terms of mother company, no, since si Branson naman yung may-ari nito and he's a Virgin owner, yung Virgin Airplanes, no, airline. So I think he has good financial capability to manage this and for it to actually grow. Pero yun lang masasabi ko. As of the moment, wala pa kasi siyang news about yung next nila na trial. Remember the last trial, it was a failure. So, I would get in once medyo mag-pullback pa siya ulit. Kasi umakyat na to ng 40%. Gain ako dito ng 40%. So, I exit already. And then after that, 15% nag-down siya 10% siya nag-down the next day. So, happy na ako dito kay Space. And I just really took advantage of this fall. Nung nag-fail yung plan nila, bumaba siya ng 25% ng 2 days. So, dun ako pumasok. So, and then I just waited. So, I just got in like around December 20, ganyan. Tapos, binenta ko siya last week. So, ganyan lang, antay-antay lang. Antay na mga susunod na babagsak na stocks. Hello po, kindly look at and analyze the pre-market price of a stock you plan to buy, not included in your current portfolio. Ano ba yung bala kong bilhin ngayon? Wait lang. Sige, balikan kita dyan. Pero ngayon kasi wala pa akong nasa listahan ng bibilin eh. Kasi puno pa yung, wala akong BP. Kailangan ko magbenta para makabili ako ulit. Um, si Joy Belmonte, magaling. Yucky! Joy Belmonte. Yuck. Anyways. Sorry lang sa mga taga QC. Hi, Mami. Why you just sell half? So, if ever lumipad yung stock, at least may half position ka, nakasakay ka. For me, ayoko namang i-sell yung half lang. Kasi gusto ko mag-move on sa ibang stocks kasi may iba namang opportunities, 'di ba? And I want to take advantage of that gain already. Anyways, magpo-pullback din naman yun, 'di ba? Antay na lang ako ng next pullback. I can wait. There's so many stocks there. I can just look at it and look for another one. I don't have to really stick into just one stocks, no. Maraming options. So, yun. Agnes. Neo. Okay, check natin nga pala si Neo. Nakalimutan na natin. Yan. Okay. So, si Neo, nag-touch siya sa 10 EMA niya. And 20. Ngayon, malapit na siya mag-20 EMA. So, I think hopefully after niya i-touch yun, hindi siya bumulusok sa 50 EMA, no? Sana dumiretso na siya paakyat. Pero, I think this is a good time to buy. If you want to get into Neo, you have to get in below 60, no? So, right now it's at 56. So, nung bumaba siya nung Friday, bumili ako, nagdagdag ako. Kasi nagbenta na ako at 60, I think at around 64 or 63. Nagbenta na ako. So, getting in again at 56 is good for me. Para mabenta ko siya ulit ng around 70. No? If it goes up to 70. So, at this point, even if it just goes back to its last high, it's still 20% upside for me. So, that's good. I'm holding on to that until it goes back to its original price. Like for Neo, I still hold like yung position ko nung nabili ko siya ng below 30. Yan. Hindi ko binebenta yun. Yun lang yung hino-hold ko talaga forever. And I also have Palantirs that are below 20, no? Nakabili ako ng 18. So I will never sell those positions. No? But for other stocks na medyo expensive ko nabili, binebenta ko rin talaga lahat yun. Naaliw kami sa tawa mo. Grabe naman. Maraming naiinis sa tawa ko, pero ano ba yan? Sorry naman. Paano kayo mag-screen ng bagsak na stocks? Nasa watchlist po ba lahat ng gusto mo pasukan sa stocks? Oo, usually, nagtitingin din kasi ako ng mga stocks na in demand. Alam niyo yun, yung mga binibili ng mga malalaking funds. So, tomorrow, since we don't have enough time, we will look at Warren Buffett's portfolio, 'di ba? But that's one good thing kasi with those stocks, kasi alam ko na binibili siya ni Warren, 'di ba? He has the backing of those companies. And magaling din naman siya mag-PR, 'di ba? And a lot of those stocks actually goes up. Like for example, Snow. Snow, I got that from Warren's portfolio. Even though I didn't like Snow so much, when it had a major pullback, I entered. Kasi it was going up so high, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng major pullback. So, bumili ako. Pero naka-watchlist siya sa akin. It's just that it's so expensive for me. So, yun. So, I look at those people, no, yung malalaking funds, malalaking tao na merong mga positions doon. Tapos, ilalagay ko siya sa watchlist. So, now, ako kasi, no pullback, no trade. So, if there's no pullback for those stocks, I will not buy those, no? Even though these big people are already invested on it. I mean, they got in at cheaper price, diba? So, why will I buy at expensive price? So, yun lang, I will monitor those stocks and then get in once it's good price for me na. So, that's how I look for potential stocks, no? And just waiting for the right time to get in. Yan. So we can do that almost every day, no? And you can also share those stocks with me kasi this is something that, I always have this live stream for you to learn on your own, diba? So now you can do that. You can go to Warren Buffett's portfolio, look for stocks that interest you the most, or those high potential gains or in the future, no? Tapos, bukas pag-usapan natin. Let's look at the chart and find out when is the best time to enter, 'di ba? So, yeah, tomorrow let's look at Warren. Um, Hi, Chi. I am copying you sa eToro. I plan to add funds later sa you. Would you recommend to copy all positions? Yes, you have to copy all positions. But I'm telling you, kasi we checked the pre-market, everything is going up. I would suggest you add funds pag medyo bumaba yung, yung returns ko. Pag nag-pull back ako konti. I'm not saying na wag din naman. Siguro konti-konti lang. Wag muna. Kasi like for example, if you got in yesterday, kung mag-open, kung nung Friday ka nag-add sa akin or Thursday, then magpapasok yun sa Friday and nag-pullback. So, naka-loss ka ngayon. Pero if you add now, dahil bumaba yung returns ko, then you will open it at current prices, no? Pero yun nga, let's see. I cannot guarantee, pero yun, you have to open all positions. Otherwise, magkakaroon ng weirdness sa portfolio mo. John Dave Sibayan. Oo nga, late ka. Pababa pa po si Seji. Hi, Glenn J. Tingnan natin. Di ba tingnan natin kung bababa pa si Seji. So, nung last Friday naman kasi si Seji, di ba? Pullback naman eh. Minsan kasi, ang masasabi ko lang minsan pag nag-pullback ng Friday, nagko-continue ng Monday. So, hopefully, hindi mag-continue, ng Monday or Tuesday, no? So, let's check pre-market. Sa chart niya, mukhang goodbye na si Seji, pero, let's see. Ang pre-market niya. Ayan, so, 4.4% up na siya, no? So, that's good. Kasi usually naman, pagka huge drop, nagba-bounce next day, di ba? Parang bola, pag hinulog mo, nagba-bounce siya paakyat. Pero I think, konting bounce lang yan, tapos bababa siya ulit. So, if you want to get in, siguro I will wait until it goes to 267, tapos mag-a-add ako. Bibili ako ng Seji. Kasi, total, on its way naman na siya sa correction niya sa trend line niya eh. So, why not na itutuloy niya, no? So, pagka dumikit na siya dito, saka ka bumili. Siguro, this one is a very good buying point. 267. Ganyan. ENPH is bound to close the gap pa yata. Ayan. Ano po pampalubag loob mo pag may loss ka? Pampalubag loob pag may loss? Hindi ako masyado nang naapektuhan eh. Parang sanay na ako sa loss. Kasi kailangan mo masanay sa loss para magkagihin ka. Kasi pagka hindi ka sanay mag-loss, mas lalaki yung loss mo. So like for example, ang set mo na loss is 5%. Nag-loss ka ng 5%, tanggapin mo na yon. Out, labas. Move on. Lipat na. Kasi kung hindi ka comfortable sa loss at 5%, mag-hold on ka. Tapos hindi naman ganun kaganda yung stock na hawak mo. Mag-continue yung loss mo to 10%, 15%, diba? So, ang pampalubag loob ko is that, for example, Zoom, diba? 15% loss ako for like 1 month. Ang pampalubag loob ko is, wow, bumaba yung price, makakabili ako. Kasi, test buy lang naman yun, $100 lang, tapos bago ako mag-full-blown sa kanya. Okay, ibig sabihin, mas makapasok ako ng lower price. So, that's my pampalubag loob na, okay, I will get in at better price. So, that's it. Still positive ako sa stocks kasi I know I got in at good stocks. Alam ko may potential yung stocks na yun. And loss is actually a potential for you to get at lower price, no? Anyways, that's it for today, no? So, thank you guys for watching. Nakakatuwa naman kayo, guys. And sana, bukas wag kayong malate. So, mga late dyan, huwag kayong malate, ha? Thank you so much for watching. So, tomorrow, let's check again. We will look at Warren Buffett's portfolio and see what good stocks that we can actually wait for, diba, in the coming days. So, that's it, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And if, sana nila-like nyo yung video, no? And if you wanted to open an eToro account, don't forget to use my link on opening. It's in the description box. You can use that. And then you can follow me and copy me using your virtual account and try out, no? So, yung mga natutunan natin dito, use it in your advantage or try it out, no? At the end of the day, experience is the best teacher. So, whatever we discuss is try here. Try in the virtual account para na-experience mo na siya, nararamdaman mo siya sa market, no? With the level or the amount that you actually, kunyari, will be able to invest in those in the stocks. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Happy trading. Talagang may trading today, okay? Okay, bye-bye.